Hi ladies, it's Andrea. How are you all doing? For anyone that doesn't know me, I'm a nutritional therapist and I like to help and support women to get healthy hormones so they can look good and feel good inside and out. And I just wanted to hop on today and have a quick chat with you about some problems that you might be having, getting your health back together, maintaining your weight, eating healthily, are you sabotaging yourself, are you not staying on track, are you not keeping up with healthy eating, or are you exercising well and still not getting any results? Do you not know where to start with weight loss, because it can be so confusing out there about what to eat, and you know it can be really confusing when to eat, what to eat, how your digestive health is, because during perimenopause your digestion can be affected, so you're not digesting your food very well and you're getting a bit frustrated, you're feeling a bit depressed about it. Whatever it is for you, I want to give you a few tips today in my video, because it really doesn't have to be such a big thing. And then we get, sometimes we tie ourselves up in knots, don't we, because we just can't figure it out. What are we doing? Why am I not doing this right? I'm eating healthily, I'm eating like lots of healthy foods, and I'm still not getting anywhere, and it's just can be quite confusing, can't it? And a bit you just feel like you just don't know where to turn, what to do next. So if this is you, then I want to give you some help today and a few little things that you might think, oh yeah, that's me, that's what I'm doing. So if anyone's around, I want to have a chat today about some things that you might be doing that you don't think that you're progressing very well, or you want to know what's holding you back, and then let's have a chat about it. So first things first, I've written a few things down that I just want to have a quick chat with you about to think where you're going. So you're making your plan too hard. That's the first point that I've got. You can be making it too hard for yourself. You might be eating lots of healthy foods and really wanting to be perfect all the time, 100% perfect. And that can be making it too hard for yourself, because you don't have to be 100% perfect all the time. You're really focused on your goals, but you're just making it too hard on yourself. So that can be what's holding you back, because you're making it too hard. You're putting too much effort into it, and you're thinking too much about it, and you're thinking you have to be perfect all the time. So it really doesn't have to be so hard. So the second one I've got down is you're doing too much too soon. You're putting too much pressure on yourself. So you're just thinking too far ahead. You're doing too much too soon. You're wanting to be, like I said, 100% perfect. And you don't have to be 100% perfect. And you don't have to do too much too soon. You want to take baby steps. Because if you're doing too much too soon, then you might think, oh, I can't do this. Or you're introducing too many foods all at once, and you're finding it confusing, and you can't keep up with it. So you need to slow down and take baby steps and just write out how you're going to start and where you're going to start. So you might want to start with breakfast first and get that sorted and get into a routine with that, and then move on to your lunch, and then move on and progress. So it's all about slow steps to progress onto the next level. And so if you're doing too much too soon, and then you can get overwhelmed then. So my next one is overwhelmed about what foods to eat, and because that can be quite overwhelming if you're doing too much too soon. And then it's using food as a reward. So using food as a reward, you're not sticking with healthy eating, and you're coming home from work, you're feeling depressed, and so you're sabotaging yourself by eating a packet of biscuits or something like that. So you want to see food as, or view food as nourishment and not as a reward. And the other one is not getting enough sleep. This can be quite a big one. A lot of emphasis is not paid enough around sleep. And if you're not getting enough sleep, you could feel crabby during the day, you have energy dips because your blood sugar's not stable, you're having more cravings because you're tired, you're more cranky. So that can be sabotaging your success as well, because you're not getting enough sleep, you're not feeling rested, you're not feeling energized. And exercise as well, you're using exercise as an excuse to eat more cake, that I can eat more biscuits. Oh, I'm doing lots of exercise, I'm burning lots of calories, so I can just eat more. That's what I was thinking as well. I was doing that. I was thinking, oh, you know, I'm working out, you know, I'm feeling great, so I can have more cake. And that can be a big sabotage as well, because that's really putting the refined sugar back in your diet, the unhealthy sugar, that can affect your gut health, and that can really sabotage your success as well. So don't think that you're giving your excuse to have something as a treat. You know, I can eat more cake, I can eat more biscuits. So that's another mistake that you might be making as well. Because your diet really plays a big part here with your weight loss, and more than exercise does. Exercise is just the icing on the cake. So you want to pay attention to what you're eating, which is more important here. You're not making time for yourself. You're not making time to reduce stress in your life. That's a really big one as well as sleep, because stress will raise your cortisol levels, and that will stop your fat burning, it will stop you getting results. It's also not going to make you feel good, and it's going to stop you from digesting your food properly, because your body is paying more attention to stress and not on rest and digest and relaxing and feeling good. So that might be another one there that might be sabotaging your success rate. And you may be thinking it's too hard to eat healthy, it's too hard to meal plan, it's too hard to cook this food. So that can be sabotaging your success as well. You're thinking it's too hard. You're not planning your meals out, you're not writing down during the week what you're going to be eating and planning ahead, chopping up some veggies, marinating some meats, things like that. And so you want to get a bit more prepared about the meal planning, and it's not hard to start meal planning. And I teach you all this in my Hormone Reset. Teach you how to meal plan like a pro, to get really good at it, to get motivated to do it. And then you're thinking, oh, this isn't hard at all. You know, I thought it was hard, but it's not when you get used to it, when you get used to doing it, like it's baby steps, just planning it and getting it done. And you're thinking eating healthy has to be boring. Doesn't not have to be boring at all. I've got loads of recipes in my Hormone Reset to choose from. They're delicious, they're full of colour, they taste good, and they don't have to take hours and hours to prepare either. You're thinking it's impossible to stick with a healthy diet. Now this again, it really doesn't have to be hard to eat healthily, and you don't have to be 100% perfect all the time. You can eat healthily and you can go out, still enjoy yourself, go to eat favourite foods at your restaurants. It doesn't have to be hard. And I teach you how to do this really successfully in my Hormone Reset, that you can stick to it just with a few mindset hacks. And I teach you how to get your head in the right space so you can continue to eat healthily, and you can still enjoy a glass of wine, you can still enjoy going out at the weekends, you can still enjoy going out to having a party, and it's just not hard at all. Eating healthily is confusing, and eating healthily, you're feeling deprived. Now, you don't have to feel deprived at all. I don't believe in deprivation at all. Like I say, you can still enjoy yourself, you can still go to restaurants, you can still have a slice of cake when you want. And so, and you'll probably find as you more that you're eating healthily, the more that your taste buds will change, because I did that as well. I changed the way food tastes now. As you're eating more healthily, the way food tastes, you just change and you crave more of that healthy food. I actually crave salads now. And you will crave more of that healthy food the more that you're doing it, the more that you get into the habit of doing it. So these might be all excuses to you that you're telling yourself. So you're being resistant about changing, and you're feeling fear about it, thinking it's harder than, because what you think about can be nothing like putting it into practice. We all worry about doing things or changing things and tie ourselves up in knots. And then when we actually do it, just think, well, that wasn't half as bad as what I thought it was going to be. We all paint a picture in our heads that it's going to be hard, that we can't do it, can't sustain it. And that can really be a big stumbling block for a lot of women, that they think that it's hard, that they can't do it, that they've tried lots of different things before and it hasn't worked. So what are your fears around it? What are your thoughts? Why are you tricking yourself into self-sabotage? What is behind your fears about being successful? So that's the question I want to ask yourself if you're not being successful. Is it fear that's holding you back? Is it the lack of trust with yourself that's holding you back? Do you think it's impossible to stick with it and you're not going to be able to sustain it? Then as soon as you get yourself in the right mindset around change, around being successful, then it does take a bit of work to work on this. But after time, you can build on it and it will get better. It does take a bit of time. Like I say, you don't have to rush it. You don't have to dive straight in about eating healthily full time. Like I say, just start with breakfast first, or start with eating more salads. Start with incorporating more vegetables in the way that you're eating. Just start with drinking more water. There's no right way or wrong way about making a start, about getting healthy, about being successful. You just have to make a start and just write things down, write some questions out about what your fears are, why you're not being successful, what's holding you back. Take a look at yourself. Is it something about your self-esteem? Do you feel like you're not worthy enough to be successful, to look good and feel good inside and out? Answer all these questions that you've got for yourself, and you can really, it will really help you to be more successful, and really get into really write down everything in detail as well, and keep reading it and looking at it, and you'll get better and better as you can progress. Now, if you want more help from me, my Hormone Reset, I help with your mindset, your lifestyle changes, why you're sabotaging yourself. I teach you how to eat for good health. I've got lots of recipes, like I say, how to meal plan like a pro, learn how to love yourself and value yourself more. So what is more important to you than your health? Because if you didn't have good health, you wouldn't be able to enjoy yourself, go out, go to your job. Because if you think about it, if there's something wrong with your car, then you get it fixed, right? And you would take care of your car. You wash it, you clean it out, you make sure you change the oil, you have it serviced, you have it MOT'd. So this is when it comes to your body as well. Think about that, about how you maintain your car. Think about your health and how you're maintaining your health and how important that is. Think about how it would affect your day-to-day life if you didn't have good health, if you didn't get it sorted out, if you're just pulling yourself out of bed every morning and just getting through the day and not being able to enjoy that day to the full because you've not got lots of energy and you don't feel good. It can have a massive impact on your day-to-day life. And being able to hike up a mountain or being able to ride a bike or enjoy yourself. So think about that. Think about the questions and some of the things I've just talked about as to why you're not being successful. And I put my Hormone Reset together, and if you want more help from me, then I'm here. If you want to join my Hormone Reset, I'll put the links below. And if you're wanting to know what sort of foods you'll be eating during the Hormone Reset, I've put together a 4-day free meal plan for you to download and have a look at some of the recipes and try them out for yourself and get used to cooking a bit more healthily and meal prepping. And then you can dive into my Hormone Reset if you like the recipes. If you have any questions at all about what I've just talked about, have any questions about my Hormone Reset, if you've got any reservations, set up a call with me. Let's have a chat together. But I really encourage you to just get out of your own way and just to make a start, even if it's just a small start, like changing your breakfasts, changing your lunch. Just make a start with that and download my free meal plan I've got breakfast, lunch and dinner recipes. I've got snacks in there for you to try as well. And they're all easy and delicious to make. So yeah, just make that start, and don't keep sabotaging yourself. Don't keep thinking you can't be successful, because you can. It just takes a bit of time, and there's no rush, there's no rules. So I hope they find that helpful, and thanks for watching today. Any questions at all, please let me know. I'm here for you, and just don't forget, you're a woman that deserves to look good and feel good inside and out. So take care of yourself, and I'll see you again soon. See you later.